How about them Cowboys? Oh my goodness. Cowboy Nation, we dominated. I repeat, we dominated the Minnesota Vikings today. Wasn't even close. We won this game 40-3 on the road. The defense and the offense were fantastic. Before I get into it, there's one guy that I have wanted to give him this grade all season. I've been so hard on this player all season. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was phenomenal today. I know I've been hard on Dak Prescott. I have criticized him. I've called him out when he's played bad. Dak Prescott had a fantastic game today. 22 for 25, 276 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, shout out to him. I've been hard on him. You know, he's gotten that reputation that he can't beat teams with winning records. Well, guess what? Dak Prescott, man, congratulations, my friend. You just beat a team that's 8-1. You beat the second best team in the NFL today. Dak Prescott had a fantastic game. He really did. He gets an A+++ from me, and I've wanted to give Dak an A all season. I really have. I know I've been hard on him, but I've wanted to give him an A all season, and he gets one. Dak Prescott was fantastic. Those 2 throws he had, the one to CeeDee Lamb, that was a great catch by CeeDee Lamb, by the way. But Dak Prescott making that throw on 3rd down, and then CeeDee Lamb making a great catch, that was awesome. And then the throw he had to Tony Pollard was fantastic. I'll be honest, that is probably one of the best throws I've ever seen Dak throw in my entire life. I've watched Dak Prescott for 7 years. That is the best throw I've ever seen him throw ever, and I think this is one of Dak Prescott's best games. He deserves an A. He played fantastic. Ezekiel Elliott, my boy, was back. He had 2 touchdowns today. He had a solid game. But the guy that had an even better game was Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is a true star. He had over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. The dude ran the football very well. He was fantastic. The offensive line was fantastic. Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Terrence Steele, Zach Martin, Biotish. Shout out to the offensive line. They did a great job. Schultz, the tight ends, Lamb, Gallup, Noah Brown, everybody on the offense gets an A. But for the defense, 7 sacks on Kirk Cousins. Micah Parsons had a great day. He should have had really 3 or 4 sacks. He was key on defense. He had that strip sack in the beginning of the game, which set us up. It set the tone. It gave us an extra 3 points. And from there, we just kept rolling. Micah Parsons had a fantastic game. Dorrance Armstrong had a fantastic game. He had 2 sacks. Sam Williams did well. The defensive line, the interior defensive line, still did pretty good against the run. They weren't perfect, but they did a lot better than last week. A lot of that was because we were ahead by so much. But I said we had to get the pass rush going if we wanted to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Make them throw the ball, put pressure on Kirk Cousins, and we can beat them. And that's exactly what the defense did. They got 7 sacks, and they only held the Minnesota Vikings, who have one of the best offenses in the NFL, to 3 points. The defense did a great job. Diggs did a fantastic job. He really held his own today against Justin Jefferson. He did it last year, and he did it for the 2nd year in a row. Shout out to Trayvon Diggs. He had a really, really good game. Curse had a really good game. He was key in a lot of situations. The rookie Damone Clark really showed out. I thought he did a really great job. He really did. Cowboy Nation, this was by far the best win of the season. Oh, and another guy that deserves, and I'm going to post the short on my channel later, Money Maher. The refs, man, they took forever to review that play. I get it, but that was some cheap stuff. The fact that Brett Maher made 2 60-yard field goals in a row after being kind of screwed, Money Maher deserves a lot of money. Money Maher deserves a lot of credit. Not a lot of money. He's a kicker. But Money Maher deserves a lot of credit. Brett Maher had a great game. 3 50-yard plus field goals, plus in fantasy, he got me a lot of points. So Brett Maher had a fantastic game. Cowboy Nation, this is exactly what we needed. I was wrong last week. I said that I didn't think we would beat Minnesota, and I was completely wrong. And I was wrong about Dak. I was hard on Dak Prescott last week, but really, Dak Prescott had a great game. He really deserves a lot of credit. He didn't make any mistakes. He made some fantastic throws. He really did. And I'm going to post some footage that I got of Dak Prescott throwing those passes on my channel later. And it was awesome. Dak Prescott really played well. He actually went through his progressions today, and he's starting to play better. A lot of that has to do with the run game, though. The run game being good helps Dak Prescott play better, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But he really played well today. He outplayed Kirk Cousins by a mile. He really did. Shout out to Dak Prescott. Shout out to this offense. The entire team gets an A after a heartbreaking loss last week in Lambeau Field against Green Bay. To come out here the way they did and beat the Minnesota Vikings makes me really excited. I said I lost. I was mad. I said a lot of things last week that I didn't mean because I was so upset and I was caught up in my emotions. But really, we do have a good team. We really do. And shout out to them. How about them Cowboys, baby? We're 7-3. Let's go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Woo!